Hey, this is Dave from Precision Fitness. I'm here with my coworker and our training director, Verun, and we're going to go through our bench workout for the clients who are a little more advanced and have a little more experience with lifting. So the weights being used here can be anywhere from 20 pounds and up for dumbbells, depending on your experience level. The exercises here are going to be a little more challenging than our previous video on our bench workout 1. If you want to see that, check back to our Facebook page or check out our YouTube channel. They will be posted up there as well. All right, so we're going to do the situation, same things we did with the first round of the bench workouts. It's going to be a superset with the first 2 exercises. Then the next group of exercises will be in groups of 3, so it'll be a triset. All right, so the first one we're going to get off to is the 90-90 hamstring lift, along with an elevated hand hip pocket. So I'm going to go through them, and Verun here is going to coach me through it.
So first for the 90-90 hamstring lift, he is going to be on his back. He's going to have his heels on the bench. The reason why we call this a 90-90 hamstring lift is because he has a nice 90-degree angle right here and a nice 90-degree angle right here. What he's going to do is he's going to feel the energy in his heels pushing into the bench. He's going to feel the energy through the heels, through the hamstrings, and then he's going to lift his hips up. Perfect. Right there is where he finishes. Back on down. He's doing about 15 reps here. Good. Make sure he is breathing. He is exhaling as he is pushing his heels down into the bench, feeling the energy through your hamstrings.
Make sure you don't come up too highly. You start to feel it in your lower back, but if you got your hips in the right position, that should not be a problem.
And another one is always making sure we feel the heels pushing into the bench. That will really help activate those hamstrings.
Yeah, you're going to really feel that in your hamstrings.
Perfect. The next exercise on our superset is going to be elevated hip pockets. So if this exercise is a little bit too advanced, we can actually do this one on the ground as well. So he's got his feet up on the bench. He's tucking his hips in really good. He's going to take one hand, pop it into a pocket. 1, 2, good. Other hand into the other pocket. 1, 2. And if you see Dave doing a really good job, not shifting weight. Dave, you mind showing me where we're shifting weight? So if you see how his hips kind of start moving all around, we want to really avoid any shifting weight. So his hips are tucked. Nice job, Dave. Good strong core right there. If this is too advanced, you can just pop his feet onto the ground and get the same exercise going on. Same thing, hips tucked real well. Good. Very nice, steady hips going on there. Perfect.
All right, you're going to want to go 3 rounds of those 2, the 90-90 hamstring, and then the hip pockets where you get your feet here on the bench or on the ground.
For the hand hip pockets, guys, when we're doing it on the bench, it is pretty difficult. So reps ranges probably around 10, 12. If we're doing it on the ground, we can go up probably 12 to 20.
Yeah, so the 12 to 20 or the 10 to 12, that's going to be total reps, 1, 2. So don't think that's going to be 10 to 12 per side. That'll be really challenging. Okay. All right, moving on to our tricep.
Our first triset is going to involve pausing goblet squats. With that one, we're actually going to superset some bench jumps as well. So Dave's going to demonstrate the pausing goblet squat. He's going to hold his weight just like this. He's going to have those elbows nice and high and forward. Good. He is going to just give me a nice good squat. He's going to give me a little pause. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, and then a nice smooth drive. Perfect. He's going to go 10 reps with that. 1, 2, 3. Nice smooth drive. When he's done with 10 reps of that, he's actually going to go right into a next exercise, which is going to be the bench jumps. So the squat and the bench jumps, no breaks in between. Very nice. Good use of arms. Very soft on the bench. Good landing right there. Bringing his hips all the way underneath. Very nice. Good. Good. So that will be the first part of our tricep. The second exercise is just what we call a tripod bench row. He is going to have 3 contacts onto a surface. He has his hand, he has both of his feet on the surface. With his right hand, he's going to grab onto the weight. Same kind of thing as the pockets. He's keeping his hips very steady. He's giving a nice good pull, initiating through the shoulder blade, finishing with his elbow right there. And again, if you see, he's doing a really good job not rotating through his core or through his back or anything like that. So hips are nice and steady. Good. With this one, same thing. We'll go about 10 to 15 reps a side.
All right. Then the last one is part of our tricep is the spine off the bench for a bench press, core press.
So this one's a little bit of a tough one. So Dave is actually going to have his spine off the bench. So he's going to be pretty much having his body on this half of the bench, this half is actually going to be, his body will not be on it, so if you want to lay on down.
Yeah, so I'm going to have my right butt cheek and basically my right shoulder blade on the bench and that side of my back, and that's it.
Yeah.
Get down in position.
He's going to have the weight on the side that he is off the bench. Okay, so right now I can actually feel his spine. His spine is not on the bench.
And your abs are going to fire hard or you will fall off.
Yep, very.
Butt cheek.
Yep, so right now he's squeezing this left glute, keeping his obliques really tight. If not, he will fall off the bench pretty quick, pretty easily.
Yeah, really
same thing,
you take control of this. If not, if the weight controls you, you're going to be on the ground.
You notice he's bringing this weight down very slowly as well. Good, about 10 to 15 of these aside. Once you're done with this side, you can switch to the other side. Same thing. Make sure his spine, or make sure your spine is off the bench. Looks good. And same thing, he's going to get his right glute nice and tight. He's going to lower that weight slowly, and nice good press. Good, 10 to 15 aside. Nice job, Dave. So that is our triset, pause goblet squats with box jumps or bench jumps. Then the tripod bench rows, 3 sets of 15, and then spine off bench core press, 3 sets of 10 to 15 aside.
Always make sure with any of these you're keeping your core braced, you got that spine, nice neutral alignment, that way everything's going to stay protected, you're going to get the right muscles working the way they should be. All right, we got our last series for our triset, and that's going to involve a split squat, dumbbell pullovers, and a shoulder push-up, which is going to be more challenging than you think. Let's see how good I can do it.
So first what we'll do, we'll start off with the bench split squat. He's going to, again, you can carry what kind of weight you want on this. He's going to have his foot up on this bench. He is going to work on just bending that left knee straight down as best as he can. Bending that left knee, getting a good drive from this front leg. So the front right leg is the one that's pushing off the ground. Bend left knee, drive that right leg through the ground, and yeah, you should feel that right hamstring and glute do quite a bit of work on this one.
Yeah, so just make sure you're driving through the foot. I like to tell people to drive just underneath the shoelace. That way I'm not driving through my toes. I'm not driving only through my heel. That way we're getting everything working right.
Would you like to show them the other side?
Yes. Make sure that knee doesn't travel too far forward. All right? I'm going to switch legs.
Same thing, he's going to work on bending that right knee straight on down. Good, and driving from that left foot. And again, if you see how his foot's placed right here, nice and flat on the top of his foot.
Yeah, if you put your toes up on there, it'll make it a little harder, because at some point your foot's just going to collapse on it. So I just like to start flat, and that may help you with your balance a little bit too. So if your bench is a little higher, and if you tend to be short like me, it's going to make it a little more of a challenge. So if you've got a lower bench, you may make it a little easier, so then you may be able to handle some hand weights.
Also, if it's too much of a challenge like that, feel free not to go as deep. All right, the second exercise on this triset is the pullovers. Same thing, David's going to lie on the bench on his back. He's going to have his feet up on the bench as well. He can hold the weight either in a diamond grip or into a kind of a double hold as well, so holding it just like that. Again, big thing here is kind of maintaining this position right here. So he's feeling his heels, feeling his hamstrings. He's got his butt underneath him pretty good. He's keeping his ribs down really well on this. And then he's exhaling it real good as he comes on in. So again, maintaining position, and then give me a nice good crunch right there. Good. Maintain position, and then crunch. And again, noticing how his back is very flat on this bench.
The further you take that dumbbell back over your head, the more your back is going to want to arch. So if you're tight in your lats, your back's going to arch a little sooner. So really pay attention to that.
So keeping the ribs down, making sure we got good lat length. Very important this one. Perfect. Very nice. 10 to 15 reps on that one. The last exercise in our last triset is our shoulder push-up. This one is quite challenging. David's going to be having his feet on the bench. He's going to kind of get him into a pike position. So he's going to raise his hips up really high. Again, this is a very much of a challenging one. If we want, we can just do elevated push-ups, or we can just do regular push-ups. And now what he's going to do is, again, he's just going to kind of do a shoulder press. Nice work, Dave. He's getting deep on these. Nice job. Good work. Again, if this one is too challenging, just regular elevated push-ups are great with your feet up, or just push-ups on the ground is perfectly fine.
Yeah, with those shoulder push-ups, you really got to make sure you breathe, because if not, all the blood's going to sit right there in your head.
Also,
you can feel the pressure in your head.
Low reps for those shoulder push-ups as well, ranging anywhere from 3 to 10, depending on how you're. Again, if those are too tough, feel free to just do some elevated push-ups. That's just push-ups with your feet elevated on the bench, or regular push-ups on the ground.
And if your hamstrings are pretty tight, it's probably going to be a lot harder to get into that position where you're able to get your hips up high. This is why probably you notice my knees were a little bent, because my hamstrings are a little tight. So I had to adjust. All right, that's our bench workout too, a little more advanced workout for some heavier weight. Hope you enjoyed the workout. Check us out either on our Facebook page, facebook.com/pfitness. Check out our YouTube channel, NC Precision Fitness. That's one word. And thanks for watching.